What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It is lunch money time on a Monday. Well, Wall Street's trying to get rich for us, so just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with her. And don't forget that BlockFi is now the sponsor of Lunch Money. What does that mean? You can go and you can get 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. Jason Williams is calling me right now, but I ain't answering because I'm recording Lunch Money, Jason, so you're going to have to come back later. Don't forget that you can go to blockfi.com/pomp. Again, blockfi.com/pomp. What's up?
Today is the 200th episode of Lunch Money.
Is it really?
Yes. Huh. We've been doing this for 200 days, minus one or two here and there. But 200 total Lunch Monies you can watch. I came from a young, naive butterfly to a strong and excited queen.
You know that the butterfly is the final evolution before it dies?
No,
okay, go ahead.
The butterfly turned into a queen. But anyway, what do you think about our 200th episode?
It's the one right before 201. Let's go.
And thank you guys if you've been watching all this time. I know sometimes we're annoying, so thank you.
50% of us is annoying all the time.
Last year brought skyrocketing unemployment and a global pandemic that battered the economy, but people were still buying homes. Existing home sales in 2020 rose to the highest level in 14 years as prices climbed to a record high. Now, every time I see a stat like this, I'm like, but is it? Or is it because the dollar's been devalued? So it
actually has nothing to do with the dollar being devalued.
Oh, wait, really?
No, it has to do with interest rates.
Oh my God, if you don't...
So what they did was they flooded the market with cheap capital, meaning that they made it a no-brainer for you to borrow money because they want to increase the velocity of money in the market. And so they dropped interest rates to 0%, which meant that mortgages dropped to historic lows, if not all-time lows. And when the interest rates are so low on the mortgages, people are not only encouraged to borrow to go buy homes, but also to refinance as well.
But isn't it true that a home today is much more expensive than a home in 2005?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, home prices are definitely higher over a long period of time because the dollar's being devalued.
But is it adjusted?
On an adjusted basis?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you account for inflation, of course. But because the inflation is
so it is a real record high, guys.
Yeah, but what they're talking about, so we're clear, is home prices are rising the actual price, but it's because there's a fixed supply or relatively fixed supply of real estate. It's hard to build new real estate, and especially if all of a sudden you're shutting down construction for part of the year because of coronavirus, all that. And if more and more people want to buy homes and there's cheap capital available to go buy those homes, plus you get that all kind of combined with the fact that people were leaving cities looking to move elsewhere, all of those trends just meant like increase in demand. Supply stays pretty constant, so prices have to go up to accommodate everybody. It's basically like Bitcoin.
Speaking of Bitcoin, this unknown Maryland-based lottery winner who won $731 million in the Powerball, Jim Cramer has a message for her. He says, you know what? If you won the lottery, yes, I'm going to say it, 5% in Bitcoin. So he is recommending the lottery winner allocate 5% of his or her newfound fortune in Bitcoin. What do we think?
So, kind of, that's what he said. I watched the actual video because people sent it to me. What he basically said, he threw it in as kind of a throwaway comment at the end. I don't think he was saying like, hey, this is the first thing you should go do. He also, I just yawned, man. They just sneak up on me sometimes. They just get me. Only when I'm on this show. I don't yawn the rest of the day.
Are you saying the show is boring? Because we've had 200 successful watched episodes.
No, I'm saying that I'm very relaxed on the show. You know, I just chill. As Jim Cramer calls himself, Jimmy Chill.
Twitched.
Jimmy Chills. This is Pomp Chill right now.
Come on.
But 5% is, he basically said it in a way of like, look, if you're going to go and you're going to really kind of have a high risk bucket, 5% in Bitcoin, like fine, do it. So look, it's cool. Like super excited that Jim Cramer is in to Bitcoin. He bought some Bitcoin. I know for a fact because after I interviewed him, he literally wouldn't let me get off the call until he went and bought the Bitcoin. And so he's just like I think a good dude that a lot of people listen to, especially the older generation. And so having him out there explaining Bitcoin and teaching people about it is a net positive.
Do you think the lottery winner should allocate some of their winnings to Bitcoin?
If I won the lottery, I would take majority of it.
You would take all of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's found money, right? Like you just came into this windfall of money. The number one thing the lottery winner should do is invest it rather than try to go spend it.
Or just
if I had $700 million and you're not used to managing money, the things you try to go buy are like cars
yachts
and houses. You probably don't even buy a yacht or a jet.
Speaking of houses and yachts.
I'd buy a jet.
Oh my God. Okay.
To fly everyone that watches Lunch Money to come hang out with me.
Ooh, Lunch Money Live. God, okay. So, you know Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy CEO?
Heard about him before.
He bought another 314 Bitcoin for $10 million on Friday. Well, he is just buying away.
Well, so hold on. Michael Saylor's put over $1 billion into Bitcoin. And
he now holds 70,784 Bitcoin.
Savage. Absolute savage. Look, he uses it as the treasury reserve for MicroStrategy. And then he also holds about $250 million himself personally. So whenever he gets more money from the company, meaning that there's revenue for the business, he's going to keep buying more. Now, he just so happened to buy it when it dropped. And so he kind of bought the dip. My favorite thing I saw online was the guy owns 70,000 Bitcoin, and then was like, I need an extra 300. Went and bought 300 more. But I think that he's going to keep doing this because he's literally, as he gets dollars from the revenue of the business, he's going to keep converting it to Bitcoin. So it shouldn't be surprising.
That's funny and interesting. So GameStop is squeezing the short sellers. Tell us about it.
This is my favorite story on the internet.
It's so much his favorite story. On Friday night or Saturday, or what day are we today? I think Saturday. He was making me watch these like cat person videos. Roaring kitty videos about GameStop. And I was watching this man with a cat shirt on go through his Excel chart and show me his portfolio.
Well, hold on.
That's what
So
happened.
For those that haven't been paying attention, GameStop shares are up a ton. They used to trade under $1.
Beverage.
They used to trade under $1. Then they were hanging around $5. Now they're trading, I think it's at like $65 or something, $70. And the reason why this happened was Wall Street bets and a bunch of what I'll call degenerate day traders. And I mean that in the most loving way possible. Like, I think they're hysterical. These folks all said, look, there's so much short interest in GameStop stock, but they are...
GameStop stock.
That they are misinformed. Like, this is actually a good stock. And so what they did is they all went and bought the stock at around the same time, and it created a short squeeze. And so all of a sudden, all the short sellers had to start buying up stock to kind of cover their positions, which only drove the price higher. And so the stock literally went from like $5 or $6 to over $60 in a very short period of time. And so there's this guy who is kind of the leader or one of the leaders in Wall Street bets around GameStop. And he now owns 8 figures, over $10 million worth of GameStop stock, and he's been basically talking about this for like 18 months.
Roaring Kitty on YouTube.
That's his YouTube
Roaring
channel.
Kitties.
I think it's Roaring Kitty. But absolutely fascinating story. The short sellers
what did he turn? He turned
teaching,
like 50K into, what was it?
I don't know all the details, but he turned a little bit of money into a lot of bit of money, like 50K into like $10 million, $11 million. But the best part of the whole thing is Reddit and the memers on the internet are teaching Wall Street, don't play here. You ain't want to mess with us, because they literally just created a short squeeze that enriched all these, roaring kitties on the internet. And there's professional sellers that were short that they got wrecked.
Next topic, Tom Brady is headed to his 10th Super Bowl, not under the Patriots name though. He is wearing a Buccaneers jersey. You see me knowing the sports?
Tom Brady's the second best quarterback in history.
Who's the first?
Eli Manning from the New York Jets. Or New York Giants.
The hell?
Yeah, I was thinking Jets because the Jets suck.
Why would
and the
he
best
be...
team in New York is the New York Giants. No, do you want to know why? Because they met in the Super Bowl twice, and Eli Manning beat them both times.
Okay, I don't
Tom Brady's 0-2.
But has he been to 10 Super Bowls, and does he have that many rings?
Well, if you've gone to 10 Super
Probably
Bowls,
not.
if you've gone to 10 Super Bowls and you haven't won them all, then are you really the greatest?
Yes. Because he's got all the rings, and...
Eli Manning beat him twice.
And
Tom Brady doesn't want to see Eli Manning in the Super Bowl.
Stupid.
If Tom Brady sees Eli Manning in the Super Bowl, you know who's winning, and it ain't Tom Brady. Just saying.
Eli Manning's not even relevant.
What are you talking about? He has 2 Super Bowl rings, and he went right through Tom Brady to get him.
Let me talk about it. Last night he was saying he was the GOAT. So
Tom Brady he's very good, but Eli Manning is the GOAT.
Nah, not what you said. Okay, so if you follow the profile or me on Twitter, you will have seen that I tweeted the most fire Tom Brady quote in the history of Tom Brady quotes. Somebody he goes, you want to know which ring is my favorite? The next one.
That is a good quote.
I just love that it's like the joy of winning is in the pursuit of winning.
That is a great quote, and Tom Brady is very, very good.
What quote does Eli Manning have? Rival quote time.
Do you want to know what he has?
Yeah.
You want to know which one was my favorite Super Bowl? The one where I beat Tom Brady.
Only you think that's funny.
Nobody
else thinks that's
the
funny.
Patriots were great. It was awesome, but the only team that they know that they can't talk about
the Giants
is
have
the
been to the
New
Super
York
Bowl like
Giants.
twice.
Yeah, they were undefeated against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Have the Giants really only been to the Super Bowl twice?
No, they've been multiple times other than that. But I'm just saying that in recent memory, in recent history, when Tom Brady, the GOAT, the guy who was so good at football, met the stoic rocket arm, maybe a spaghetti arm, but rocket arm of Eli Manning in the Super Bowl.
I can't even talk about
One
this.
warrior left the arena twice with a ring, and it wasn't our friend Tom Brady.
I can't even talk about this because I have to pretend to care, but I genuinely don't care or understand, so I'm just opining on things that I literally couldn't.
When somebody asks you, how good is Tom Brady, just say, oh, sorry, no. I can't remember because Eli Manning beat him twice.
I like Giselle. What's up, my girl? Okay. Ask Lunch Money Time, 200th episode edition. Hashtag AskLM in the comments.
Oh my God, somebody asked who the best quarterback in the NFL was? Eli Manning.
Do you think I could be a good quarterback? They don't really get tackled and they don't really run, right?
No, but they have to actually...
You have to throw the ball. I can do that. Have you seen...
Bait. Just go. You also have to know the plays. Go ahead.
What's a plays? Oh, like the plays.
Yeah, you're gonna be a great quarterback. Yep. Come on, ask the question.
God. Stupid country and its stupid sports. All right. So what are we today? So, okay, Ask Lunch Money Time. Your questions below. Hashtag AskLM. Wow. Marco Lucchesini. Ooh, I like that name. Marco Lucchesini. Pomp. When you write an article, how do you structure your idea, especially if the argument is complicated? Well, for me, I have first. So I write my articles like a puzzle. Like sometimes I'll start at the end and go to the top, or sometimes I'll start in the middle and then be like, what do I want for my head? Like I don't write in order, but then after your first draft, it might be super long and super complicated. And then you start cutting and slashing and deleting until it's clear. Send it to your mom. If she can understand it, then you've done a good job. Go on.
I live with a psychopath. Who starts writing at the end?
Sometimes you know what you want your ending to be, and you don't know how you want to start it.
Who starts in the middle?
I do.
Psychopath.
It's like a puzzle.
It is not like a puzzle.
Yes, it is.
I sit down like a normal human, and I start at the beginning, and then I write the middle, and then I write the end. Like a normal person, you know, just like how
Okay, but you write about complicated topics. How do you structure them?
I don't do any pre-structuring. I don't do any outlines. I don't do any of that stuff.
I know, but how do you
literally
make sure
sit down and I pretend like I'm talking to somebody and how I would explain it. And that's how I explain things is I start at the beginning. Shocking idea. And then I do the middle and then I do the end. I don't start at the end. Like imagine if somebody asked you a question and they were like, explain inflation. And then you just jumped right to the middle. And you were like, so let me explain interest rates.
No, but that's not how you answer. That's how you write. I don't.
Okay,
I
next
write
question.
how I think. I write how I think. Rachel Green. Unless that's your real name, I see what you did there. That was very clever.
What?
You don't get it.
What?
Rachel Green was in Friends. The name of Jennifer Aniston in Friends. AskLM. But it could be your real name.
Was it spelled Raychell?
It was not, but I like the spelling better.
Rachel, I think is how you pronounce it.
Uh-oh. Is it Rachel or Rachel, guys?
Well, I've never seen Rachel spelled Raychelle.
Okay, you've never seen Paulina spelled Polina, but
yes, I have. No, I literally have. My wife is spelled that way.
The regular spelling is Paulina. For those of you, for the trolls who try to be mean to me and misspell my name, at least spell the name right. Okay. What are Rachel asks, what are your long-term financial goals?
What are yours?
Financial? I want to have the most fiat money in the world. Because if I have all the fiat money, then I can put some in Bitcoin. But you don't let me invest in Bitcoin, so what can I do?
I'm not going to comment on this question. I will have more for you soon.
Oh. Wait, is it what I'm thinking it is? Okay, yeah. It's a good one, guys. It's a good one. Okay.
Soon. Maybe in February, I will answer this question. I have a very good answer, but I don't want to spoil anything.
His answer is to be happy, and that translates to his financial goals too.
True.
Okay.
But I have an announcement.
We have an announcement.
Well, I'm going to you make the announcement.
Why?
Because you
guys,
start at the end and then right the middle and then go to the beginning.
It's not that serious, but you go and like it. Okay.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
BlockFi.com/Pomp.
Happy 200th episode.
Please tweet at Polina a meme and make her laugh today. See ya.
Wait, tweet. Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.